If you check my videos, my way of traveling is always with the trolley, or at least it is in the last years. And the reason is because I like to have my hands free, and I really like to walk longer. And because of that, you need to have a bit, something has to be on the street. So it's like you can't carry everything with yourself for 15-20 days all on your shoulders. So I wanted to move some of the weight on the road, and because of that I just built these trolleys that are really robust but also a bit heavy. And sometimes maybe you don't want to walk for 2 weeks in a row, but what you want to do is to mix things. For example, you want to be able to take a bus, or maybe you want to take a hike, and this trolley is good for the road but not for moving around different terrains and out road. I tried and it works, but it's also very complicated. So what I wanted to do is to make a lightweight version of it, which is even easier than the one that I built in the first place. And so basically this is the skeleton of the one I used for my trip, and these are like, I think it's 3 kilos, and it's very robust and goes in the back of the backpack, or at least on the road with wheels. But it also sometimes it's too much for what I want to do. So what the general idea of this video is to understand how can we build a system which is lightweight and they can be set directly on the backpack. This is my backpack, this is what I'm going around, and the idea is to have one pipe here, the 2 wheels that goes like this, one on one side and one on the other, and then in the end use the same sticks that I'm using for the other trolley to pull it, but with a very simple system that can be take it away, make it shorter, smaller, and compact again in the backpack in order to change the terrains or just take a bus, a train, because sometimes it's very complicated with the other system to pack everything up again and to move on. So how we do that? First of all, you need 2 wheels. I use those ones, are really good, but you can see they are completely consumed by my 1,000 kilometers on foot in Norway, so I will have to change the wheel themselves. But the structure is really good, it's very robust. They weight, you can have a smaller ones. This is 16, you can have a smaller one. The smaller you go, the less comfy you will go on the road, and they will be a bit more complicated to handle in the long term. So I think 16 is the best for me. Till now is the best system. So we need a pipe. I just cannibalized one from any walking stick, and what I did was to put a threaded rod inside. So the one that goes inside here, I put it inside and make sure with gaffer tape I roll it around until I can really press push it, and this will never go out. So this is inside here, and what we'll get inside here is this one. So basically what we do is to create the fit to have the wheels. So if you look at like this will go here on this side, if I manage to get it in. This goes in this side, goes on the other side, and then we can thread it here. It takes a bit. And so this is the first part. We can take those out for a bit. Those ones, this we don't need. And what we want to do is to put them here on the table and actually take directly the backpack here. So what I'm doing now is to put the backpack facing down, because the idea is that when this is on and this is connected, I still want to use the backpack as a normal backpack. So if I put it on the other side, it's maybe better for rain, because obviously you have this part which is better coated. But then if you want to hold it, you have the wheels on you, and it doesn't work. So first step, very simple. We take one of these, they have these hooks. What we do, we hook it here, and you need to make sure that this is very tight to the backpack, and that's it. So the first part is kind of easy. We can do it crossing under So the only thing that is on your back is one line, which can be annoying but not very. And what you do is to go on the other side, hold it, and you can decide, or you go, if you want to make it tight, depends on how long is your rope, you can make it tight and going back, maybe, you know, and then you have two of them. So it means those two are, wait, it has to be on the other side. Okay, so like this, basically what you have now is just two wheels on the backpack, and you can still use the backpack as a normal backpack. It's a bit annoying to have it there, but you know, that's it. So you have two wheels on a backpack, and this is not really changing your nothing, but this already works. Okay, so from now on, what we want to do, we want to add the sticks. And the easiest way I found for now is to add the sticks directly on the backpack. Depends on how on the backpack you will find different ways to hang them. For sure you can pass them inside some of the structures that you have here. You can pass them inside the yellow rope that we just put, you know, and make sure they're tied there. We can tie it, for example, here. I'm using, and we can close it, for example, we can close one of these one with the bags here. So this is here one, and you just do like this, and that's it. And this is already holding. Same for this other side. We go through here, we go through here. It's a very not complex, like very simple system. We tied it a bit, okay. Same we do for the other one. It's really the same one. Just find a way, if I can find the exit of this, yes. Most of backpacks anyway have like external strings. Now, this is actually already working, but it's a bit loose. To do that, we use zip tied. What I found is the best way is to use these ones. They are reusable, so it's like you can close them, but you can open them again. Are less robust and they might break at a certain point, but the good thing is if you want to use it and not unuse it and you have to destroy the structure and rebuild the structure over time during a trip, you don't need to break the zip tie every time. So what you do is just, what we want to do is a cross. So if you take these as a reference, what you want to do is to put this on top of this, and what you do is a cross here and a cross on the other direction. It's almost like as your knee. Basically what you need to do is to make sure that this goes here, and you want to cross them like this and close it. And the same thing we do it on the other side. It becomes a bit stronger, like it's harder to work on, but honestly, already this simple operation makes the structure stronger. And what you want to do is to make the cross on the other side as well. So you want to cross both ways, because this will become even stronger. So what you have here is a cross, and this you want to cross also the other one. Doesn't matter the order, but the good thing is when you finish this, this is already very tight, and this is a much stronger structure, and you just use it like two pipes and two short pipes. We can add another one, and I show you why. And what we want to do is to put it here and making sure that these, as we said before, are not parallel anymore. So we want to widen it a bit more. There are two reasons for this. First one, as we say, because we don't want to have this pipe, like the end of it on your hips. It hurts over time. And the second reason is when you go downhill, what I noticed, and then I solved it like this, was that if you have just the two pipes behind you and you go downhill, you have to hold it on those sticks, and honestly it's too much for you. But if you add a horizontal bar, when you go downhill you can hold on the horizontal bar and hold the weight, and this is the same when you go uphill, but downhill it's very important. So what we do here is do the same. We close it here, we start closing, then we adjust it a bit to make sure that goes all the way up. And now we have one on this side and one on the other. It's unbalanced because this is a bit longer maybe. Then the light went off. So what we can do is to adjust it a bit. So we go back here. To go back. This is one of the reasons, for example, that I like this zip type, because if you make a mistake you can open it again and then rebuild it. So what we do is we widen it here, and we do the same. We do again across, and this stays here. Same on the other side. We do this and we have a cross. So now this is a very strong structure that works for you and works super simply all around. What you will have is that this structure, first of all, as you see from here, if I don't destroy everything, I can put this table a bit far from me, is that still from the street you can still take these and put it on your shoulders. As I say, still my studio, and you can still walk on it. If you go for a hike, or you have a situation for which you have steps or a very steep off-road part, or you have to cross a river, you can still do it without taking everything out, building another thing and put it back. So this is very simple, because this is a normal backpack. The only difference is like the two wheels here, but they don't really have nothing to do with you. You can still use normally. This is a bit high, you can make it shorter, or you know, and then this works pretty fine. And to be honest, that's it. So it can be adjusted a bit, it can be reinforced again. If you think that this is not enough, you can add another pipe. But the reality is that with 3 pipes and 2 sticks, we made the full trolley, and you can walk kilometers with something like that. So, and again, if we want to take it out, it's very simple, because the zip types are not finalized, so that you can open them again. They are reusable, not for very long, but you can use sometimes, and this works. Ciao, ciao.